Alright, today let's talk about a Planeteer, and let's pick the most popular one. How about we talk about Wheeler today? Hey, I'm Ben, and ever since I was a kid, I loved one thing, and that, of course, has to be Captain Planet. And I've made quite the collection for myself of Captain Planet toys and other things, but with this little channel, I want to talk about the action figures, play sets, and other releases that have come out both in America and overseas. Hope you enjoy them. What's up, Planeteers? Today we're going to talk about Wheeler, one of the Wave 1 action figures. He came out as one of the first Planeteer figures along with Kwame and Mati, but he has an action feature, and it's probably the coolest one in the set. It's also probably the most dangerous, which is why between two different production runs, you're going to see some changes to the figure. Nothing major, but something that's definitely going to affect it. He comes with his power ring, and he comes with real sparking action, so the figure is basically a lighter without the butane. As far as the figure himself, the sculpt is pretty close to the cartoon. He's got that iconic red hair, he has his brown jacket, blue cargo jeans, and you can see here on the figure he has a back lever which controls his sparkling action. The only thing that's a little off about the figure is when they were getting those baby blue eyes painted in, they gave him what looks kind of like blue eyeshadow. So he's looking a little fancy there, but otherwise a pretty good sculpt. Now, like with all Wave 1 figures, there was a first production run and second, and you can tell first production run by the way that the card hook is shaped, as well as the black border. You can see here on the later production run, it's an angled card holder and then no black border. Both of them have a really dynamic character portrait, and they say he has real sparking action. You can see here also, production run 1, he has little painted laces there on his shoes. And then in the later production runs, they took that detail away. Not quite sure why. They did the same with Kwame and Mati. First they had shoelaces, and then later on, gone. Now for the cardbacks, you'll also see some differences between production run 1 and 2. Here on the first one, they put down a sticker with a warning, and on the second one, they printed it on. Also, production run 1 has a Captain Planet Club card, whereas later ones would say Planeteer Club before they discontinued it entirely. And here is Wheeler's collector card, where you can read all about him. Now for the money, the sparking action. Like I said, he's like a lighter without the flame. After a few kicks, he will spark. Pretty cool. And here it is in slow motion. You can see the hole in his chest with a little mechanism inside there. And he will shoot out those sparks. Now here's a closer look at the figure. This is production run 1 Wheeler. So you can see the lever on his back. And with production run 1, as I already pointed out, he's going to have little painted shoelaces on his shoes. But here's the big kicker. The earlier ones had no guard for the sparks. It is just a hole that they shoot out of straight into the abyss. They fire out at you, which is why there is a warning. It was pretty cool. Even back in the day, my parents were like, did they seriously make this for kids? Now, in the later ones, you can see here with the reflection, they added a little guard in there to hold the sparks at bay. So I guess Tiger figured out, maybe we should change that up. And then his shoelace paint is gone. So that was the difference between the two Wheelers that you saw. He also came with his power ring. Here it is with the emblem very nicely painted in there on that sticker. Looks great. And that, my friends, is the rundown on Wheeler with sparking action. Pretty cool toy. I greatly enjoyed playing with him as a kid. I think he'd still be cool today with this feature. In fact, just make him a lighter at this point. Shoot the fire straight out. Damn the rules. That's what I want to see. If you like this video, check out some of my other ones on these Captain Planet action figures, and I'll see you in the next one.